Well, of course, you know that JubiRev, Jubi Max is a global, phenomenal global opportunity. We have Augustin, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, from Lithuania on with us tonight. Welcome to you. As well as Muhammad from Malaysia is out there with us tonight. And it may be nighttime here in the United States, but I believe it is morning in Australia. And George and I believe it's pronounced Marin say good morning to the Jubi Rev, Jubi Max family. So glad to have you on from the land down under. Well, we have Mr. Daryl Keck from Greensboro, North Carolina. Welcome to the webinar. Zeke and Jerry Stewart, my awesome parents from South Carolina. Hello to Brian from the Bronx, New York. Glad to have you on. Liesel from Kansas City is joining us. Mary from Kansas says greetings. Hello to you, Mary. Cynthia from California is on, as well as Francis from New York and Dick from Colorado Springs. We're going to be getting started in a few moments, guys. We are fired up about JubiRev, Jubi Max. You know, this is absolutely a company with so much great leadership, and you'll be hearing from our leadership tonight. Certainly just people of vision putting together a solid company that's going to be here for a long time. We all like that longevity in our pay, so that's phenomenal. And you know what I'm excited about? It's the testimonies. Let me just digress a little bit and just tell you guys, the testimonies that I'm getting in are phenomenal. I have a friend who's already lost 20 pounds with our weight loss, and I've been taking the Slim, and it gives me energy. I wasn't looking to lose any weight, but I took it, and man, it gives me great energy. I got to hide the energy, actual energy product that you put in your water. I got to hide that from my kids because they absolutely love that. And then our anti-aging serum. Ladies, we know we want to stay young, stay looking good. I just tried that for the first time the other day. I had it for a couple of weeks. I'm like, oh, my gosh, this product is as good as they say it is. So it just made my skin feel so soft and just clear and just looked like I had some immediate results. So you're going to be hearing more about those awesome product testimonies, which are always a great thing. Well, let's see who else is logging on with us this evening. We have Fred from Maryland. Welcome, Fred. Also, Kenny from Maryland is joining us. Glad to have you on. Hello to Lancelot from Jamaica. Glad you're on tonight, Lancelot. John from Nashville, Tennessee is here, as well as Nim from Long Beach, California. The lines are starting to fill up, and we're so glad that you guys are taking time to get on this call tonight. As always, Monday nights are a phenomenal call. I always say the paper never forgets, so get a piece of paper and a pen because it's good to jot down notes. Well, who else is out there? We have Roger from Bradenton, Florida. Welcome, Roger. Anthony B. from Seattle is joining us on the webinar. Hello to Willie from Birmingham, Alabama. I'll be going there soon. We have Herbert from Albany, Georgia. Johnny from Washington State. Welcome to the webinar, Johnny. Clarence from Fairfield, California is joining us. We have Carmela from Florida. Hello, Carmela. Jesse from North Carolina is out there. And Vladimir from Yugoslavia. Glad to have all of you on. Of course, guys, we never have enough time to welcome all of the people who are coming onto the call. Never enough time for that. So we'd like to give that blanket shout out and welcome and hello to all of you awesome people, whether you are a promoter or maybe someone just say, hey, get on this call, listen to all the great things that are happening with this company. We appreciate you being on here. A couple more names before we get started. Khalil from Canada is out there with us. Michael from Jamaica. Roger from Oklahoma. We have Robert from Berga, North Carolina, and Jeanette from Austin, Texas. Glad to have all of you awesome guys on the call with us tonight. Well, you know, here at JubiRev, Jubi Max, we like to say we don't just feed your pocketbooks, we're going to feed your mind as well. And I love the fact that our President J. Joshua Beisel does, he's real big on growing up leaders, and he's a real proponent of, you know, personal development, just like I am. So tonight for our Empower Me Now moment, I want to share something that relates to network marketing principles, but also a principle in just helping you to receive all of the things that you want out of life. And, you know, I was thinking today that we are just so blessed that we're with a company that has a very unique, what we're calling a hybrid type of compensation, where it doesn't take long, doesn't take much time for us to make money. You know, a lot of businesses out there, it takes a long, long time, and for us, we have some awesome bonuses that you can earn quickly, but we still need to understand the principle of seed, time, and harvest. And, you know, sometimes we're believing for a certain thing, right? It may be an income goal. It may be growing your team. It could be, you know, anything out here you're trying to accomplish as far as success. And so we speak it, man, I'm going to make this amount of money. And so that's planting the seed. But when we let negative talk come, when you let that fear come in or that doubt, you know what that is? That's digging up that seed that you have planted. When a farmer places that seed in the ground, does he dig it up? No, he does not go back and dig it up and see if it's growing. He just lets it grow by faith. He lets it take root and he lets it grow. So what I want you to start doing is, before you speak out any negative thoughts that may come into your mind about your future, about your business or your income, you catch yourself. And I want you to say, I will be prospered in all of my ways. Or think of something that's great, something positive that you can say instead of saying that negative thought, which it would be digging up that positive seed that you have already planted. So plant those positive seeds, guys. Let them take root, and I want you to reap a bountiful harvest, especially with Jubi Rev, Jubi Max. Well, with that, guys, I'm going to introduce one of our awesome, phenomenal leaders. For most of us, he needs no introduction. But for those of you who are new to the call, this gentleman, Lamont Silver, is just absolutely a trailblazer in this industry. He comes from humble beginnings, you know, a family man, and I love his story. You know, all he wanted to do is just make $10,000 a month in this industry when he first started. And guys, let me tell you, he's gone on to make way, way more than that, multiple seven-figure earner, and he is ready to do that all over again here with Jubi Rev, Jubi Max. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to one of our awesome promoters, top leaders here with the company, Mr. Lamont Silver. It's all yours, sir.
Thank you so much, Boomy. I appreciate that. And as always, we love your Empower Me Now moment. Absolutely love that. Hey, we've got a lot to get to, so let's go on and get started. Obviously, last week was Compliance Week. And now this week we move forward. You'll start hearing about some highlights of the compensation plan that is being programmed as we speak. We may not get to every part of it, but you're going to hear some parts of that. Let me see if Mr. President is ready or if he needs me to buy him some time. I know he was still working on a couple of things. Mr. President, are you ready or do you need some time?
I am absolutely ready, Lamont. How are you, sir?
I am absolutely fabulous. I slept very well last night knowing that I'd be able to wake up and my company was still going to be here this morning. So I'm excited about that. I'm going to give it over to you for you to talk to us about going forward.
Fantastic. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to actually jump right in here today. I do have a lot to cover. We do want to open up for a little bit of questions at the end of this. And really what today's call about is the future. And so many of you remember many months ago when we actually began to pre-launch Jubi Rev, Jubi Max, when we began to say, hey, this is what we're doing. We're going to be a company that takes it to the max. We're going to be a company that is actually going to make an impact in this industry. We're going to be a company that is here to stay, and all of you are at the right place at the right time. Well, for me, that wasn't just words. For me, that was really bringing to life a vision that myself and my team have had for many, many years. And so it is with great privilege here tonight that I begin to unveil to all of you some of the really exciting enhancements that we have coming right now for Jubi Rev, Jubi Max. As Lamont mentioned, we did have Compliance Week this past week. We wanted to make sure that all of you had a great understanding of what we need to achieve as a company to be in a continual state of of compliance so that all of us can, as T. Lamont said, rest easy at night and make sure that we have a company that we're returning to that's continuing to pay us daily, day after day after day for weeks and months and years to come. And that's why we've created the Jubi Max Maximum Impact Compensation Plan. Now, my goal over about the next 20 to 30 minutes is this. I want to share with all of you the big picture, the 35,000-foot overview of what we want to accomplish as a company, how we want to empower all of you as our independent promoters and as our family to go out and begin to create real and consistent income with your JubiRev, Jubi Max business. And in order to do that, we've added some very special focal points inside our current compensation plan to direct you, to guide your focus, to guide the focus of the people on your team that are joining, people that are already here, new people alike, on exactly what they need to do day to day to begin to grow their business. And listen, if you've always wanted to be a part of something truly unique and truly great at the ground floor, well, that's exactly what you've been experiencing. And when we first began to talk with folks about what we wanted to do here at JubiRev, Jubi Max, we told you we've got a hybrid compensation plan. It's an aggressive compensation plan. We want to be cutting edge. And now what we've been able to do, and this is what I love, what all of you are going to have an opportunity to see over the next few minutes, is a compensation plan that highlights different behavior to really guide the growth of our company through guiding the growth of all of your organizations. You're going to see a compensation plan that's easy to understand, it's easy to work with, and can really help all of you grow depending on what level of participation that you want to have. And what I really like about it is, as I've said now for the past week, the enhancements that we're adding into our current compensation plan, folks, are designed to do one thing: to put more money back into the hands of the field, to actually be a company that people say, hey, wow, that Jubi Max compensation plan, you can really make some money over there. That's what we want to be able to focus in on. So we're going to call this the Jubi Max Maximum Impact Compensation Plan. And our goal with our presentations as we begin to grow and mature what we're doing here in terms of our presentation and communication, this call here tonight is going to be one of many. And we're hoping to have an opportunity to get feedback from all of you. Hey, I had a question about this. I had a question about this. One of my team members didn't understand that, because we're going to work together as a group to make sure that we're conveying in a simple step-by-step method as possible, so that new people coming aboard and current team members have the understanding of what they need to do to go out step by step to make money, and how this compensation plan can really work for them. So again, this is going to be a group effort. As we go through here, we're going to explain some things. If you've got questions, type them into the questions box, and that's going to give us an opportunity to begin to get answers to those questions and continue to kind of fur out and build out our total presentation. But the goal is maximum impact. The goal is that we want time freedom and we want financial freedom. So what you need to understand is that you need to be able to get to the financial freedom part as quick as possible. You need to be able to get results as quick as possible. You want maximum impact so that you've got something really happening. So this is the Jubi Max Maximum Impact Compensation Plan. And our goal is to impact your health in a positive way, maximum impact, to help you impact your lifestyle in a maximum way, maximum impact lifestyle, and as well to help you get maximum impact on your pocketbook with maximum impact wealth. Now, one of the things that you're going to notice, as many of you already are, is that during this transition phase, during the changes that we've seen, what we have really put everybody's focus to during Compliance Week, you're going to see that people are not as active in growing the business. So many of you have noticed that our daily leadership bonus is smaller each day as we go through this change, and that's natural. That's expected to happen, because we've got changes happening, and when change is happening, people don't do as much. They're not sure what to do, and so some of that just had to happen, and we're going to continue to see that is going to be a little bit lighter than what we've all wanted it to be. However, if we work together, this is a revenue sharing company after all. If we work together, we really need to embrace where we are with the new compensation plan with these enhancements. We got to work together. Let's get sales back up. Bonuses go back up. Daily leadership bonus goes back up. And as you're going to see on this comp plan, a lot of you are really going to be empowered to start making some serious cash. So I'm going to jump right in here, but before I do, let me just ask you, anybody out here on today's call ready to start making commissions of $1,000 over and over? Anybody out here on today's call ready to start making some serious cash? All right. How many of you out here on today's call are ready to embrace change and ready to embrace the future and say, you know what? It's different. It's not what I expected last week, but this week we see new things that are going to give us new opportunity, and it's going to be big. All right, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to tell you something. When you see what we've done here, this presentation here tonight is only going to give you a taste, okay? But when you see what we've done here as we unveil it over the next week, you are absolutely positively going to be blown away. Now, I want to quickly, before I jump in here to the next slide, I want to just quickly tell you a little story. We've been talking to some of the leaders. We've been kind of saying, okay, we want to kind of show you some of the changes that we're doing. We want to kind of give you an inside peek, kind of see what you think. Now, I want all of you to understand something right now. The leaders that you have here at JubiRev, Jubi Max are here to defend you. And so some of those calls started out kind of tough. They were like, hey, we better be ready to take care of Susie Average. We better be ready to take care of Susie Star. We better be ready to take care of Susie Awesome. And so they're kind of like, you know, really protecting all of you. And the good news is that we were able to say, we know. Let's take a look at how we're doing that. And what's happened is, we have leaders who now see themselves being able to help their teams make more money faster than ever before while enhancing and enriching the lives of customers around the world. That's what we're seeing happen. Let's jump right in here and kind of take a peek. Now, this next slide that I'm going to share with all of you is one that is really important to me, because I believe that in order to have a company, a good company, you need to understand where you are. And a lot of times when I look at a compensation plan, it's a little bit overwhelming because I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be focused over here or if I'm supposed to be focused over there. Where am I supposed to be focused? So one of the things that we did, given this unique opportunity where we needed to make some enhancements to our compensation plan to meet the market demands that happened with public perception changing, one of the things that we took the opportunity to do was actually make sure that our compensation plan was tightly focused on where each of you are in terms of your personal growth, in terms of your entrepreneurial activity, and in terms of where you are with your business. And so we've come up with 4 different groups of people that are going to directly benefit from the enhancements that we're making to our company. 4. So I want all of you to go through these with me, and I want you to start in the top left. I want you to look at preferred customer. Now, it's really important that you understand that all companies, in order to be legitimate companies, have to be customer focused. Now, I've always been customer focused, and JubiRev, JubiMax has always been customer focused. That's why we've spent so much money to develop our unique and proprietary line of products that are absolutely fantastic. I talked today to one of my vendors who's working with us on the Jubi Max coffee. And he said, Josh, I got to just take a moment. I got to talk to you. And I said, yeah, tell me what's up. What's going on? What's on your mind? He said, Josh, I've been trying some of your other products. He said, would you mind if I got to give you a suggestion. I said, okay. He said, the youth cream. I said, yeah. The one with the 24 karat gold. He said, yeah. He said, you need to make that in a bigger tub. And I said, what do you mean? He said, look, I don't want to just look better on my face. I want to look better all over. And so we were kind of laughing for a minute. And the moral of the story is his wife loves the product. So my point is this, folks, we have real products, always have had. One of the things that we have been working with on the field, getting feedback from the field, is, hey, there's some great ideas coming in on how we can better interact with our customers, how we can actually use email communication in a way that is going to help those customers understand how they can reorder more, help those customers understand why they should enjoy these products month after month. When we've talked about, and we don't have any final answers on, but we've talked about how we might have a program for our preferred customers to actually, and by the way, preferred customers are customers who choose to purchase the products at wholesale instead of retail. We've talked about how preferred customers might be able to, might be able to refer 3 and get theirs free on some select products in the future. We've talked about how that can actually work with our system. So my point is this: we have a company that is hyper-focused on customers and preferred customers. That's how all of us as independent promoters, as effectively sales and marketing people working to help JubiRev, JubiMax grow, that's how we make money, is with preferred customers. So that's really important over here on the top left. Now over here on the top right, I want you to put your focus over here on the blue over here. See where it says beginner? I want to tell you something, folks. We believe that revenue sharing and our unique marketing performance point system can allow the newbie, the brand new person, the Joe Average and the Susie Average, to have a unique system that allows them to easily understand what actions that they need to take in order to get results. And so for beginners, whether you're a beginner now or you're going to be enrolling people who are beginners, for anybody who wants to work with the JubiRev, JubiMax compensation plan, and you're kind of a beginner, your focus is really going to be the daily leadership bonus. Why? Because it's simple. You get in, you get started, you take action, you get points, you get paid. That's how it works. We have some really exciting things that are going to be coming out where, as an independent promoter, it's easier for you to go get points. It's easier for you to go out and be less concerned about quality score, because how you actually get points is something that is easier to understand, easier to achieve, and actually gives you points commensurate with the work that you're doing. So those of you that are out there getting customers, getting product in the hands of people, you're going to have an opportunity to earn way more points. Those of you who say, hey, look, I understand we're in an interim phase here and that the daily leadership bonus is not going to pay what it used to pay right now, and that's not ever going to return to the way it was until sales are meeting those expectations. But what if I wanted to make more even as a beginner? Well, we've come up with some very powerful ways that we're going to be unveiling that will allow you to actually get more points. And that's where, if you are a beginner, if you are somebody who wants to make an extra $500 to $1,000 a month, somewhere in that range, you can go a little on either side. But for the person who's a beginner, and you say, I'm not sure what to do, but if you show me what to do, I'll go do it. And if that makes me a little bit of money, that's what I want to do. And then I'll go take more action. Well, here's the thing. You're going to be focused on the daily leadership bonus. And that's going to be something that we are working hard as a company to protect. Because in most companies, in order to make money, you've got to be a recruiter. You've got to be a salesperson. And that's where, as a company, we have said, listen, we've got something really special. We have a system that will allow you to share the products, to sample the products. We have a step-by-step system that will help you move towards getting customers. And so we are working very diligently as a company to make sure that we have a lasting revenue sharing solution to protect the one group of people who really need revenue sharing more than anyone. And that is the beginners. And so that's what we're working on. You're going to see some improvements in that, and there's going to be more information on that. But you can see we're making it very easy. Preferred customer, okay? If your primary focus is to enjoy our products and services at wholesale, no problem. Beginner, if you want to enjoy our products, but you also want to make money, but you want a simple way to do it, we've got the daily leadership bonus. That's going to be our primary focus for you. Now let's look over here down in the bottom left over here. See where it says the intermediate. Okay, see where it says intermediate. And I got to tell you something. If you are here on today's call and you understand that it takes work to get results, if you understand that it takes patience and continual effort and training to get results, and if you're here on today's call and you say, look, I get it, I'm going to have to work for it, we're going to have to get this job done, but if you're the type of person who wants to make $5,000, $10,000, or $15,000 a month, and you're going to fit this intermediate position here at JubiMax, the parts of our compensation plan I want you to focus on going forward is not the daily leadership bonus. Can you still get paid a little bit over there? Yes, you can. But if you're an intermediate marketer and you want to make $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 a month or more, or maybe you just want to make $2,000 a month, or maybe you just want to make $1,000 a month, or maybe you want to do a little bit of this in conjunction with a daily leadership bonus, you can. But as an intermediate marketer, I want you to be focused on the car bonus. I want you to be focused on the fast start bonuses, which we're going to begin to talk about on tonight's call. And I want you to be focused on the Jubi Suite. Remember, folks, at the core of our company has always been a uni-level powered by the Jubi Suite. And for you leaders here on today's call, and for those intermediate marketers here on today's call, you should always have been, and you should continue to remain hyper-focused on how much group qualifying volume do you have going into your Jubi Suite. Because remember that if you want to have an opportunity to succeed and you're choosing network marketing and an at-home business and an internet marketing business as a path to do that, remember what we talk about over the last 20 years in this industry. Remember how we talk about the difference between a job and the type of income that we all work for here, which is called residual income. Remember that? And I remember 20 years ago, 15 years ago, being in a hotel room with hundreds of people, and the guy at the top of the room or myself would be teaching this. You know, hey, the difference between, job income is you go to work, you get paid. You go to work, you get paid. You go to work, you get paid. You wake up one day, you can't go to work. Guess what? You don't get paid. Okay? Now, that's number one. On the other hand, you have residual income, which is where you go to work and you get paid, you go to work and you get paid, you go to work and you get paid, and then you wake up one day, you don't go to work and you still get paid. So if your goal is residual income, you need to be focusing in on the Jubi Suite. It remains, in my opinion, one of the most powerful long-term residual income plans on the marketplace. And it is a category-creating compensation plan in and of itself. But again, we've got to have a compensation plan that allows you to focus your team to get the right results. And that's why we're making a lot of the adjustments that we're making, the enhancements and additions that we're making, so that people are focused on the activities that are bringing in group qualifying volume to move you through the ranks, to give you residual income, so that you are maximizing the value of the Jubi Suite. And we're going to talk a little bit more about fast start bonuses here in just a moment, because make no mistake about it, those fast start bonuses are bonuses of $1,000 and $10,000 over and over and over again. I was actually on a call earlier today with leaders, and one of the leaders on the call, he said to me, hey, I gotta go, I gotta run to my closet. I was with a company who did some similar things with their compensation plan, and man, he said, I made more money there than anywhere else. I was getting big, giant, fat $10,000 checks over and over again. Well, this is really exciting, because if you're an intermediate marketer, we've got a plan that is specifically focused for you. Now, I'm only going to talk for a few moments about advanced, because I realize that not everyone here on today's call is really ready for the advanced part of our compensation plan. For the advanced part of our compensation plan, we have rank advancement bonuses, which is where, based on your group qualifying volume, you move from one rank to the next. And again, our new comp plan is going to actually have an opportunity to share some of that with you. But those rank advancement bonuses, I think they're looking like they're going to start at around $30,000, and they're going to go all the way up to as much as $1 million. So again, not for everyone here on today's call. I understand that. That was one of the bits of feedback that I got last Tuesday night when I began to share some of the ideas that we were working on as a company. People said, hey, don't tell me about $1 million bonus, because I'm not sure if I'm ever going to be able to get that. Okay, we've separated it out. It's over in the advanced area. But I'm also going to tell you this, that your body cannot achieve what your mind cannot conceive. So don't count yourself out of anything. The great part about having the opportunity to work in a free enterprise, society, wherever you may be, that affords you the opportunity to work as an entrepreneur, as an internet marketer, as a network marketer, is that there's nothing stopping you but you from being able to have all the opportunity for yourself and for your family. Just a quick point. Now, let's take a look. We've added infinity bonuses. Why? Because we wanted to take our Jubi suite to the next level. We wanted to create a situation where leaders from other companies, other network marketing companies, would say, hey, at Jubi Max, we have the ability to earn to the depth that we need to be able to make money. And we've got some really big teams that are going to be coming over. So again, the revenue sharing side of the business, folks, don't forget, when big leaders are coming, when big teams are coming, and they're bringing lots of customers with them and getting more customers, that means we have more revenue to share. Okay? So we really want to make sure that we've got the things in place that attract the leadership that we need to have. Also, check matching bonuses. Now, we have some check matching bonuses in place now. What we wanted to do was really take them to the next level, really make them something that could really give you an opportunity to make some serious cash. You could be earning, and by the way, some of the check matching bonuses, some of you beginners may actually get in on that. Some of you intermediate marketers, you may actually get in on that. You're not limited by your skill level. You're only limited by your activity. So some of you are going to find yourself getting in on that. And I got to tell you, it's actually possible in the Jubi suite to get paid on hundreds, thousands, maybe even tens of thousands of people and getting an override check. So really exciting what we see happening here with some of these improvements. Now, over the next week, we're going to be working very diligently to get a finalized copy of our new compensation plan. Might take a week, might take 2 weeks. It's going to take as long as it takes to get the job done right, so that everybody has an opportunity to have that and they can kind of see where they go forward. Very little has been taken away and a whole lot has been added. Just a lot of refocusing and adjustments, and there are some changes which people will be able to figure out, but wherever something wasn't, you have way more there now. Okay, so for those of you that are serious about finding a way to make money, you're going to be able to find that a lot easier. Those of you that are serious about finding something you don't like, well, there's plenty for you there to look at and say, hey, I don't like that. So, but again, it just comes down to one thing. You're either looking for success or you're looking for a reason to whine about it. If you're looking for a reason to whine, people will always find it. If you're looking for a reason to find success, you're certainly going to find it here in what we're doing. Now, what I want to be able to do right now is I want to be able to actually talk primarily over the next few moments about what I believe is one of the most profoundly powerful tools that we are adding into what we're doing here at JubiRev, Jubi Max. Now, this part of the call is really only for those of you that are open-minded and those of you as both advanced and intermediate marketers, and maybe even some of you beginner marketers. Maybe some of you that have always considered yourself a beginner marketer, maybe that's a label you gave yourself, and maybe you need to rip that label off right here in the next few moments and say, you know what, I'm going to step it up a notch. Because what I'm going to share with you right now is what I am really excited about. I mean, let's make no mistake about it. We all know that over the last week, JubiRev, Jubi Max has made some very strong compliance changes, and it hasn't been easy. These changes have created a tremendous amount of work for our programming team. We've had to increase staff over there. After 4.5 months of development, many of them were hoping to get a 3-day vacation, maybe a 3-day weekend. Some of them have been hoping to get their first night off with their family in over 3 months. Unfortunately, I had to tell them, no, we need to take care of the Jubi Max family. We need to step up a little bit more for a little bit longer to implement some big things. So it hasn't been easy. But I say that to say this. Despite the fact that it hasn't been easy, despite the fact that there are some challenges, I've never been more excited about the opportunity that we have before us. I'm going to tell you why. Because we have our fast start bonuses that are designed to do one thing, to allow this business to grow at a record pace, to begin to take market share as quickly as possible. And for those of you here on this call as intermediate marketers, as advanced marketers, and even some of you beginner marketers that are ready to step up to the challenge, this is it. Now, make no mistake about it, in most of our calls, including the one that Dave and I did on Saturday, we'll spend most of our training talking to you about how to share their products and services. On Saturday's call, Dave and I spent a ton of time talking with people about how to improve their quality score, how to get customer volume, how to sample their products. But on this call right now, I'm talking about the money. On this call right now, I want to talk to all of you about big opportunity because I'm ready to grow. As you all know, revenue's down, daily leadership bonus is down. Why? We're making a change, making some changes. That's going to happen. It's going to continue to be that way. People need to feel their way around in the dark until they hit the light switch, ka-ching. They're going to figure out how they start making money again. So this call is about kickstarting this machine into hypergrowth. Let me tell you something right now. There are millions and millions of people who are perfectly primed to be our customer here at JubiRev, Jubi Max. And I'm going to tell you something else. There's at least a couple 100,000 people that are primed to be part of our sales team. And so what we want to do right now as a company is we want to make sure we've got a good balance of both, a good balance of customer acquisition and team building at the same time. This part is team building. Now here's how it works, and we're going to be adding slides over the coming days and over this next week so that all of you can get a good visualization. But I'm going to tell you something right now. You don't have to understand everything I'm going to share with you to make a decision that you're going to get this thing done. Now I'm going to do my very best over the next 5-10 minutes to explain to you how you can start making $1,000 bonuses and $10,000 bonuses, getting JubiRev and Jubi Max out to networkers, entrepreneurs, open-minded people, experienced industry leaders and veterans. I'm going to do my best in the next few minutes to explain to you how that works. But if I don't do a good enough job, if I don't have the right visuals, that's okay. I just want you to make a decision that if you want to make $1,000 bonuses over and over, $10,000 bonuses over and over, get ready to start spreading the word that there's big things happening at JubiRev, Jubi Max. Get ready to start bringing those potential leaders, those potential prospects out on the call so that T. Lamont, myself, and other leaders can begin to share how this works. You'll figure out the details. But in simple terms, our new Fast Start bonuses allow all of you as independent promoters the opportunity to earn big commissions for helping us grow our business and grow our teams. The Fast Start bonuses work this way. Your goal will be to get Max Team Advisor qualified so that you can earn these $1,000 and $10,000 cycle bonuses over and over. You can earn them monthly, weekly, daily. I know I spoke with a leader today that said at one point he knew people were actually getting $1,000 commissions every hour. Now, I'm not saying that that's what any of you should expect, but I want to let you know that there is tremendous potential here for all of you. So the goal is to get Max Team Advisor qualified. Now, on the way to getting Max Team Advisor qualified, JubiRev, Jubi Max is going to be working on several new product packages not shown here yet. So again, in order to help you get Max Team Advisor qualified, we're going to be creating several new Jubi Max product packages not yet shown. We're going to have some product packages that are in that $500 to $600 range, and we're going to have some product packages that are in that $1,200 to $1,300 range. These two price points will have two different options. One will be full of digital delivery products for those of you in areas where shipping is prohibitive, and the other option will be physical delivery products. So we're going to have two packages that meet price points of $500-600 on one side, $1,200 to $1,300 on the other, and one for each of those is going to be digital delivery. One for each of those is going to be physical delivery. So wherever you are, you're going to have these new product packages to go focus on. So when you're enrolling new people as either preferred customers, maybe you want to get the whole family on a weight loss challenge. Maybe you want to get the whole family, ready to go out and get the weight off and keep it off. Maybe you want to get the whole family or just one person in the family to try the weight loss, and you want to get a couple more people in the family really looking after their heart lifestyle, their heart health, and you want to get them on the JubiMax cardio. We're going to have product packages that provide excellent value when you're marketing them. Maybe if you're working on our digital delivery side, maybe you want to help people have the opportunity to be able to vacation for a lifetime, literally at the lowest possible pricing. Whatever the goals are of the preferred customers that you're enrolling with these new packages, each of those packages is very, very special because they help you move towards either getting Max Team Advisor qualified or actually making $1,000 commissions, $10,000 commissions over and over. Now, of course, each time that you enroll somebody in one of these packages, you're going to earn a commission. It's going to be about $50 to $125 per sale, and you may have the opportunity to actually earn marketing performance points as well. Okay. Now, as you and your team are working on moving these product packages into the marketplace, as a Max Team Advisor, you're going to be making $1,000 and $10,000 commissions over and over. And I'm going to share with you right now just a little bit about how that works so that you kind of get an idea. And remember, you don't have to understand everything here today. My goal is to just whet your appetite, show you a sneak peek of what's coming, and that ought to get the conversation going. Because we have a countdown happening right now. This is why you should start to pay close attention to what I'm saying, because we are ready to ramp up our maximum impact compensation plan, folks. We are ready to take this to the next level right away. You see, as early as this coming Monday, you're going to begin to have the opportunity to enroll new people coming aboard in one of these two packages, either digital delivery or physical delivery. And that means as early as this coming Monday, the 10th of June 2013, you're going to have an opportunity to begin getting Max Team Advisor qualified. Now, this entire week, we're going to be sharing more information with you about that so that you can begin to think in your head, who do I know? I know one of our leaders here on today's call actually said, you know what? We've got a lot of affiliates, a lot of people who actually opted in to JubiRev, the Jubi Rev marketing side. A lot of people opted in but didn't upgrade to become full independent promoters over here at JubiRev, Jubi Max. And that would be a great place. Many of you would start to think, hey, I should reach out to them because I want to make sure that I get Max Team Advisor qualified. The way that it works is very simple. Once you get started, and we're going to talk a little bit more about the details. I'll do that in a question and answer format here in just a moment. Once you get started, it works very simply. When you in your first generation accumulate just 6 of these Jubi Executive Package sales, you're going to be promoted to Max Team Advisor. And once you're promoted to Max Team Advisor, you're now qualified to earn these $1,000 and $10,000 commissions over and over again. Very, very simple. There's no limit to how many times you can earn. Now, the best part about it is these JubiMax packages that we're putting together, most people will choose to have products auto-shipped to them each and every month after this initial package. And what does that mean? It means more group qualifying volume for the uni level, for the Jubi suite, so that you have an opportunity to truly go out and build a long-term residual income business. Now, I'm going to actually talk with T. Lamont here in just a couple of minutes here about some questions I'm sure that have come up over this quick overview. But I want to make sure that I get an opportunity to kind of share with everybody a little bit about how it works. You see, it's going to take a combination of you and your first generation team submitting 6 of these product packages. And once you've done that, once you've got 6 sales, you're going to be advanced to Max Team Advisor. Once you do that, you're going to have an opportunity to begin building what we call your Max Team. And as you build your Max Team with new people that you bring into the business, and as they go out and begin to build, you'll have an opportunity to have a lot of sales coming into that organization. And every time you cycle, and we'll talk a little bit more about the details, and we'll get together a little product picture slide here later, but every time you cycle, you're going to earn $1,000. And the best part about it is every time your Max team grows by 100 people, you're going to get an additional bonus of $10,000. So it gives you an opportunity to literally go out and working together with your team, you can make $1,000 commissions and $10,000 commissions. The best part is, while it does take 6 people to get Max Team Advisor qualified, only 2 of them have to be personally sponsored. So we've actually made the qualifications very attainable for those of you that want to get out and work together with your team. You don't have to recruit all 6 people yourself. It only takes 2. Help them get 2. Ka-ching, you're going to cycle. Your Max Team Advisor qualified. Now every 6 you're picking up $1,000 commissions, and every 100 you're picking up additional commissions of $10,000. So Tilamon, I realize that that we didn't cover all of the different questions people are going to have about this, but before I ask you to open up and kind of interface with me a little bit, we'll do some questions. I want to mention to everyone a little bit about the timing strategy that you want to have here. A little bit about the timing strategy. The timing strategy works this way. As early as this Monday, June 10th, 2013, we're going to have these product packages available for sale. Now, you will not be able to sell these product packages to your current JubiRev, JubiMax team. I want to say that again. We are not selling these packages to your current JubiRev, JubiMax team. I'm sorry, folks, but I got to say this one more time. Your current team does not need to make any additional purchase in order to interact with this new Fast Start bonus system. So you will not be reaching out to your current team to try to get them to buy the new packages, because the current team is not allowed to buy the current packages. Instead, I want you and your current team to be going out to people who have not yet part of JubiRev, JubiMax, and sharing with them what's coming. There's a very special couple of incentives we're going to be putting together, and there's some very special timing things that are going to become more clear. But folks, if you're smart, and if you're listening to me now live or via recording in our instant replay system in the back office, I want you to think for a moment. I'm giving you an important secret here. You want to start talking to people about what's coming. You want to start getting people to make the commitment, I'm in. Let's go do this thing. I want to see what's happening over there. Let's do this. Because Monday, you're going to have an opportunity to start positioning people so that you can become Max Team Advisor qualified. And let me tell you, the sooner you get Max Team Advisor qualified, the better, because only Max Team Advisors are qualified to earn $1,000 commissions and $10,000 commissions. Now, for 1 week, we're going to be doing something really special. We'll need a slideshow to explain it, which we'll get later on. But you're going to have 1 week to get in and make sure that you lock in your Max Team Advisor position. You're going to have much longer than that. You can accomplish it over time if you need to. But those of you that get that done by June 17th, there's going to be some special incentives, which again we'll talk a little bit more about in some other calls and in some other environments. But we want to have the new Fast Start bonuses fully up and running, and we want to have our business growing with these new packages 100% by June 17th, 2013. That's our target goal. So Tilamon, I've talked here for quite a little bit longer than I'm into, but I wanted to make sure I had an opportunity to get into at least the basics of it there. Now, Tilamon, I'm sure that we've talked about some things that definitely are going to warrant some questions here. So if you've got a minute, Tilamon, let's go through a little bit of this and let's see if we can answer some questions.
Okay, someone is asking, could you clarify, obviously the folks that are already upgraded, all right, we're not buying these packages, but if we've got some folks that pre-registered or they've registered even since we've gone live, but they're still showing as an associate because they haven't done any type of upgrading, they haven't done any sales activity to become a Jade or what have you, are those folks that we can go to and say, hey, this is what's coming, you want to get one of these packages once they're available?
Absolutely. So yes on both points. Number one, if people have paid to officially upgrade in JubiRev, JubiMax, we are not going to allow them to purchase any of these new packages. However, we do want to be communicating with those people so that they, like you, can be working our current prospect database, people who have, taken a look at JubiRev, Jubi Max. Maybe they didn't get started because, our comp plan was heavily focused on revenue sharing, and they were looking for, a little bit more traditional home-based business, traditional MLM compensation plan. And now I believe we've got the right balance of both. So yes, on both points. One, that we are not selling these packages to current upgraded members, and two, that we are needing to, or we can go out and sell this to people who haven't upgraded.
Okay. All right. Give me a moment. Okay, Michael, Hodges, same question, buddy. I see you've got quite a few folks that haven't upgraded. So yes, sir, that would be a good start for you to go on and start talking with those folks. Mr. President, someone is asking the $1,000 bonus for every 6 packages. Now, is that a residual $1,000, or you got those 6 sales, $1,000 for those 6 sales, another 6 sales, another $1,000? How does that work, sir?
Well, exactly right. So your residual income is going to come from the Jubi Suite. When you have customer volume and personal volume from your team and their team and their team and their customers in the Jubi Suite, that's where you're earning residual income. When you are enrolling people and when your team is helping you enroll people that all fit into your Max team because you are Max Team Advisor qualified, that's where you're picking up those one-time commissions of $1,000, which happen every time 6 new people get started, and those $10,000 commissions, which happen every time 100 people get started.
Okay. Now, we talked about a couple different price points here. We talked about a price point somewhere in the $500 to $600 range for one package, somewhere in the $1,200 to $1,300 range for a second package. Some folks are asking, might there be any smaller package? And if not, what does that mean if someone doesn't have the $500 to $600 or what have you?
So a couple of good points there, and this is where this conversation is kind of a 35,000 foot view. We at JubiRev, Jubi Max always have known and always have been committed to making sure price was not a barrier to entry for anyone anywhere in the world. And so there's always going to be a way to get started and begin to have the opportunity to earn here at JubiRev, Jubi Max with the least amount of financial involvement. I mean, we have people here now, T. Lamont. In fact, I think we actually have some people who actually joined for free and got some customers, and they've kind of earned their way into the comp plan, if you will. We have some people who have gotten started with as little as, I think, $15 or maybe $15 plus $50, and they have an opportunity to go out and earn. That remains the same. That does not change. However, we are adding in some packages which give people the opportunity to earn these fast start bonuses of $1,000 and $10,000 over and over. So we've got some new select packages which are going to be fast start bonus qualified. And I should also mention that we're going to be doing something really special. Everyone here at JubiRev, Jubi Max now that is an upgraded paid promoter, you will all have the opportunity to go market the fast start qualifying packages. You will not be required to make any additional purchase. Going forward in the future, if somebody wants to be qualified to earn fast start bonuses, they're going to need to do one of two things. They're either going to need to get started with a fast start qualified product package, or they're going to need to refer 3 people who do. That was probably a little more detail than you needed, T. Lamont.
Okay. Give me a moment here. Let's go back. For our North American, particularly our U.S. folks, we've been used to John comes aboard, Susan comes aboard, she purchases Jubi Bucks, John purchases Jubi Bucks, and John didn't get any product unless he used Max Bucks, so on and so forth. Are these packages going to take the place of John just coming aboard buying Jubi Bucks? He's going to actually get products. Is that what I'm understanding if he's in the U.S.? And then for our international audience, then it's going to be probably the digital delivery products.
You know, when we got started, T. Lamont, we undertook a tremendous project, and one of the things that I'm the first to be able to admit is that not everything that we did was simple and easy to understand. Going forward, what I'd like to be able to do is simplify a lot of the things that allow people to go get customers and simplify a lot of the things that allow you to go out and build a team. And what I'd like to be able to say over the next 30 days is look at how easy it is when you're enrolling a new preferred customer or you're enrolling a new independent promoter. Look at how easy it is. They get in, they choose the products that they want shipped to their home month in and month out. They choose the price point. If they're an independent promoter, it just says, hey, you know, these packages qualify you for Jade, these packages qualify you for Ruby, these packages qualify you for Diamond. It's real simple. You choose your recurring product package, and if you would like to also add to that a fast start qualifying product pack of either physical delivery products or digital delivery products, go for it. And then it's simple. You've got your auto ship, you've got your product pack. That's what we would like to see happen. And if people want to purchase JubiBucks on the side as part of their marketing, they can do that.
Got you. Okay. Bear with me. We were doing some private answers there. Give me a moment. A couple of weeks ago, you were talking about that the DOB eventually was going to pay all in e-cash. Will that come up once all the programming for the new packages take effect?
Well, here's where we are with that. There was two things that I announced on last Tuesday night calls that really had tremendous pushback from the field. And while every time people in the field might have a concern or a comment, the company can't stop what it's doing and go and make this adjustment or that adjustment. That's an important thing for me to say, because we've got thousands of people here who are all great people who have a lot of great ideas that as a company we can't quite get to sometimes, especially during the hyper-growth phase of just getting started. But on the other hand, I think it's critical, T. Lamont, that a company's leadership and the company's president and the company itself be willing to listen to the field and say, you know what, maybe how we see it and how the field sees it are different, and how can we meet the needs of the field so that we can better support them and better grow our company. And there were two things that I heard on last Tuesday night's call that gave me tremendous pause. I'm really glad at the end of last night's call I opened up, I gave my phone number, I gave my email address, and I wanted to make sure that I was available so that I could hear the concerns from people or the comments and the compliments, and there was a lot of positive in there as well. But I wanted to make sure I was really listening. Two things, T. Lamont. One thing that came up was that the quality score without a grace period was very difficult. It really felt like people were being punished, and so I didn't completely understand that perspective because my role is sometimes a little bit different. But over that 24 to 36 hour period of time, I really listened and I talked to a lot of leaders on behalf of their team, and that's when we said, okay, we're going to give a 30-day grace period on quality score to give everyone an opportunity to bring their account into full compliance and to actually have an opportunity to grow their business. The other thing that we got pushback on was the daily leadership bonus. Obviously, we are a revenue sharing company. We have always had a very strong uni level that I've always believed was a bigger part of our compensation plan than the daily leadership bonus. But from a day-to-day perspective, people have been really focused on the daily leadership bonus. And one of the things that I want to do is I want the daily leadership bonus to be there for Susie average, Joe average. I want that to be a core part of when somebody is a beginner, when they're just getting started. I want that to be something that they can focus on. One of the pushbacks that we got was forcing everyone to be paid in 100% e-cash. So that is, at this point, T. Lamont, the one final thing that I need to get from our attorneys here probably over the next 7 to 10 days. I just want a final answer on that. My goal is, and my goal was, to be the only revenue sharing company that actually forces everyone to receive all of their commissions in pure e-cash. If you want to go buy Jubi Bucks, go buy Jubi Bucks. So I'm waiting for a final answer, and I also want to maybe consider giving the field the option. So I'm going to table that right now for about the next 7 to 10 days. But speaking of the daily leadership bonus, T. Lamont, it obviously has been less. And during these changes, during Compliance Week, people have been out focused on instead of recruiting and business building, people have been out focused on making sure they've got quality score up, making sure that they've got their customer volume. A lot of our leaders have been like, hey, listen, you're not going to see any growth from my team this week because I'm hyper-focused on helping all of the people in our team get their customer volume so that they don't lose their daily leadership bonus. So revenue has been impacted. Revenue will continue to be impacted. The daily leadership bonus will continue to go lower. Now, then two things can happen. As we have a reset here, it's like a hard reset switch. As we have a hard reset here, folks, two things happen. Number one, we are going to begin to grow. We've got these additions in place. The new fast start bonuses are powerful. They're going to give leaders the opportunity to go out and build big teams. So revenue begins to grow. That's the cool thing about the daily leadership bonus. When revenues are up, people are happy. Now, the second thing that's going to begin to happen is I want to make it easier for people going forward to have an opportunity to earn Jubi points. So I want to make it easier. I want to make it more I want to make it simpler, not more simpler. I don't think that's right English, but I want to make it simpler for people to be able to go out and earn Jubi points and earn a lot of Jubi points. So my question would be, hey, if you're a beginner, if you're serious about taking the steps needed to grow your business, how would you like to, over the next 30 days, double your points? How would you like to, over the next 60 days, triple your points? Because I believe that our new system is really going to help you do that. So even though the DLB, even though the daily leadership bonus is really designed for beginners, and even though that's going to be a place where our beginners jump in and get started, those of you that want to make more, the easiest way to do it is not hope for bigger numbers every day, but to actually double your points, triple your points. If you want to see your numbers in the DLB get bigger, even as the numbers slow down, especially during our rebuild time here, think about, number one, how you can position yourself to get your team ready for fast start bonuses over and over again. Because I got to tell you, a couple of $1,000 commissions makes up for a lot of adjustment in the daily leadership bonus, right, T. Lamont? Okay.
Exactly.
So I got to tell you, the difference between $5 here, $10 there. Go get a $1,000 fast start bonus. That solves a lot of things. So as you all get positioned for the fast starts, what happens is you begin to prep the company for more revenue, number one. Number two, as we unveil the new step-by-step plans required for you to go out and get way more points, well, now you're in a situation where if you want to make more on the daily leadership bonus, if you think the numbers are too low, if you think the numbers are half what they should be, go get twice as many points. If you think the numbers are a quarter of what they should be, go get 4 times as many points. I mean, that's the really cool thing about it. We are a company that rewards action. And we are a company that gives you a step-by-step system to get there if you're a beginner. And if you're intermediate, we give you the ability to go out and make $1,000 commissions, $10,000 commissions. And if you're advanced, well, we've got so many things in place for the big organizational leaders. You should be going to ground right now to bring in new people and really support your current people so that they all understand how to go out and get positioned to maximize this maximum impact compensation plan. Go ahead for the next question.
All right, Mr. President, let's talk about those in the U.S. for right now. We're talking about product delivery because, again, this is a slightly different, this is a little mindset change. Before we brought on John, John would purchase Jubi Bucks. Now John comes aboard. Let's say he's getting one of the product packages, and I believe it's actually going to be a lot of folks are going to get the $1,250 product package. So whether it's the $500 to $600 product package in that range or the $1,200 to $1,300 product package in that range, can you give us an idea, what is John getting for that product package? It's not Jubi Bucks, he's actually getting product, is that right?
Absolutely. And so here's the thing. when people were building before, their goal was to go out and they get Jubi bucks, and their goal is really sampling, and their goal is to go out and give away the samples, make sure that people have an opportunity to try them, and move towards customer volume. One of the things that we've done with the Fast Start bonuses is we really want to focus on helping people become a product of the product. We really want to focus on being able to give people the opportunity to get more of the product in their hands and in their team's hands. We want to make sure that they have the opportunity to sample the products physically, home parties. I mean, we've got everything from home parties to internet marketing. We have everything available. These new packages, T. Lamont, are literally delivering product right into your hands. So this $500-600 package might have Jubi Max Natural, Jubi Max Slim for a couple of people in the family, maybe a Jubi Max Cardio in there, okay? Lots of the energy, okay? Really, really exciting. And of course, maybe some youth, maybe some the daytime serum, 24 karat gold in it that everybody's talking about, or the nighttime peptide. So that physical delivery product is going to give the new person getting started an opportunity to test and sample and resell, if they choose, a lot of Jubi Max products, so they can really become a product of the product. Now, the $1,250 or $1,300 version of that package is going to give them way more product, and as you said, we're going to have some incentives there for people who really want to build a business to position themselves with that $1,250, $1,300 package. It's going to be fantastic. Now, let's talk digital delivery. One of the things that I'm very pleased to say went live today is the ability for customers to purchase Jubi Vacations in the mall. So if you are in love with Jubi Vacations, as you should be, it's a fantastic product. I mean, the ability to literally go out and plan the vacation of a lifetime for pennies on the dollar, travel the world like they're rich and famous, and save up to 70%, literally get paid to take the vacation of a lifetime. Well, let me tell you something. That same product that you love, that you've had access to in your back office, is now available for you to actually sell to customers. So we've added that product. It's now available in the mall as of today. That's huge. It's absolutely huge. And so when you think about our digital delivery products, this is what I want you to be thinking about. I want you to be thinking about giving your customers, or giving your new independent promoter that you're enrolling on one of these two packages, the opportunity to have access to not just a travel membership card, but an actual travel membership and travel system that can literally transform lives, allowing them to take their family to destinations they would have only dreamed possible before. And so we're going to have more information on this coming out. I'm very, very excited. I've had several calls here today on what's coming, and I got to tell you, it's absolutely huge. These are incredible products. Now we have other digital delivery products, and over time we'll add additional digital delivery products, but travel is something that is going to be core to our digital delivery product line, especially as it relates to those of you around the globe that are in areas where the pricing of shipping products is a little bit or a lot prohibitive.
Okay. And so, George from Australia, that should have answered your question there, buddy. Okay. With the product packages, I know the consultant was saying something about this when you had me on with him. With the product packages, I know that's going to generate these huge commissions. Will they in themselves create Jubi points, or the Jubi points primarily going to be coming more from retail customers and then some of the other activities for some of our beginners?
You know, that's a great question. We're actually still looking at that right now. One of the things that I want to do with Jubi Points is I want to have a uniform list that says, hey, look, if you're a beginner and you go do this, here's how many points you get. If you do this, here's how many points you get. And tell them what I would like to do is I would like to structure it so that in the coming weeks, new people coming aboard don't have quality score issues. Right now we have folks who really do have to continue to focus on quality score. They've got a 30-day grace period, and Dave and I did our very first daily builder call, worked with people on Saturday. It was a fantastic call, very well reviewed. People love that call that were on it live. I think that still needs to be added into our instant replay system, but we're going to get that done. But what's happening is that we know that if people will just be patient, take it step by step to learn how to get it done, it's really going to give them the information that they need to get the result they want.
Okay. All right. Some folks are saying that the travel isn't live, Mr. President.
I'll check on that. That's definitely was slated for today, and at one point I was actually able to log in and see that. So we'll see.
Actually, this is Dave. When you go in there, you can actually sign up for it. If you go, it still says coming soon on the picture, but if you actually click on it, it's live. We tested it a little while ago.
Awesome, awesome.
Okay.
Hopefully we'll get that picture changed by the end of the night there.
Okay, gotcha. Let me see. Give me a moment. Now, we've been talking a lot about the packages, whether we're talking about for the international audience or for the U.S. audience. Can you still cover, I know there's going to be a number of ways that people are going to be able to build points. We talked about the DLB. So will people still be able to buy JubiBucks, and then as they give those away, so the sampling culture or the sharing culture still takes place? Sounds like what I'm hearing is the difference is maybe John isn't coming aboard buying 2,500 JubiBucks. He may be buying 50 JubiBucks or 100 JubiBucks or 150 JubiBucks, giving those away, getting them used, getting the points before he goes back and buys some more. Is that what I'm understanding?
T. Lamont, I'm so glad you asked that question, because let me tell you something, folks. I told everybody from day one, and it hasn't changed. JubiMax fixes two big giant problems in the industry. Number one, the home-based business industry. I believe it's flawed for two reasons. One, they are asking their promoters or their affiliates, whatever they call them, to go out and market products and services that nobody's buying. You know, I was part of that culture for the better part of a decade, where I would go out and market a juice product, a healthy juice product. It tasted fantastic, but none of my friends and family were ever buying that before I pitched it to them, you know. They were never buying that product, and they didn't buy it from me very long because it wasn't part of their day-to-day life. What we wanted to create here at JubiRev, JubiMax, we have created, and we're keeping it. It's still a core part of our business, the core part of our business, which is what? It is net zero consumables, products and services people are already buying at the price point that they're being offered, even without the opportunity attached. That's what our focus is. That's why we chose the hottest selling trends online. Weight loss, okay, beauty, vitality coming soon. Updates on that. I could spend an hour talking to you about that incredible product line. Travel. Combined, our products run a multi-trillion-dollar sector of the economy. Now, the best part about it is, instead of selling people products and services they weren't already buying, at JubiMax you can actually get paid just helping people switch stores. That is absolutely huge. Now, that's number one. That's how we solve this big problem in the home-based business arena. But there's a second part of that problem too. And that is, today's marketplace is fractured. Too many consumers are watching television while playing on their smartphone. They're watching a commercial on TV while getting a YouTube commercial while they're searching videos online on their phone, or they're getting an SMS pop-up with a commercial. Folks, the public is being marketed to more ways than ever before in history. Here in Phoenix, we've got high-definition billboards. I drive down the road, there's these crazy ads. Let me tell you something. People are not going to buy products if they haven't had an opportunity to actually try the products. And that's why our sampling culture is extremely powerful. It allows you to go to your neighbor and say, hey, John, listen, I know you said you wanted to lose 10, 15 pounds. Well, let me ask you a question. You know, this is really great. I got this company that I found, and they're so confident, and I'm so confident that these products and services are going to help you lose that 10 to 15 pounds, get back to high school skinny, feel better, and have more energy than ever before, that I'm willing to let you try the products for free. But there's two catches. Well, what's that? One is that after 3 weeks, you give me your honest feedback as to exactly how the product helped you. And the second is that you consider buying the products from me month after month. That doesn't change. That's core. That's exactly what we have. So people are still going to be out virtual sampling the products, physical sampling the products, sharing the products. But what we want to create is the opportunity for people not always to give the product away, but to actually simply use JubiBucks as an opportunity to discount the products. Maybe buy one, get one free. One of the things we're working on now is what are called OTOs in the internet marketing world, one-time only offers, where after somebody agrees to actually try the product, that's the best part. They're willing to try the product. So maybe you got a page that's giving away the Jubi Max Slim, but on page 2, it says, fantastic, we're getting your Jubi Max Slim ready to be shipped out. While we're here, a lot of people who try Jubi Max Slim want to buy Jubi Max Natural. And so that page or that part of the marketing process can help sell them on the idea of trying Jubi Max Natural at a discount. Now what's happening is you're sampling the products, you're giving away JubiBucks, you're getting Jubi points, and you're actually getting CV, customer volume, at the same time if you get them to pull out their credit card and actually spend money over and above the initial giveaway. From there, we solve the next big thing I promised that we were going to solve here at JubiMax, and that is what? Customer loyalty. Because now if you've got a customer who's ordering from you month after month, you can drip on them, give them additional JubiBucks as they continue to order products. So why? So that they get discounts and incentives, and through the relationship you build with them and the incentives that you give them with additional JubiBucks, they can remain your loyal customer for months and years to come. That's the vision that hasn't changed, that's still core. The only thing that's different is we're putting a strong focus away from simply starting with JubiBucks, and we're putting our focus on actually enrolling new people with one of our fast start qualified product packages. Why? So they can get products in their hand, so that they can actually have the products to do home parties. They can have the products to get their whole family on it, so that they can get a family testimonial, so they can get their testimonial. Maybe they just want to get the products and resell them to a neighbor. That makes more sense. That helps our company grow. That gives all of you the ability to now participate in this new Fast Start program where you can make $1,000 commissions over and over, so that if you're an intermediate or an advanced marketer, your focus comes off the daily leadership bonus and it refocuses on team building and long-term customer acquisition. That gives us a compensation plan, folks, that's perfect for the beginner, and it's absolutely lucrative and exciting for that intermediate marketer, and the advanced marketers are able to make more money building organizations and empires here than any other company. That is the JubiRev JubiMax plan. And you know, the only thing I'm really disappointed in, T. Lamont, the thing that keeps me up at night, the thing that really just gnaws at me more than anything is why we didn't have these additions to begin with. My goodness, if we'd have just had all of this when we started, we'd already be halfway to being a $100 million company in our first year. So I can't change the past. I haven't invented the time machine, but I know that what we've all created here at JubiRev JubiMax is almost as good as a time machine. And with the Fast Start bonuses, you're going to be able to catch up to where we were going to be, and you're going to be able to get your team and yourself positioned to make real money, build a real organization that's going to be here to last, one that is designed to do exactly what you said in the very beginning of the call, help you sleep well at night knowing your company's going to be here the next day, because you've got amazing products and services that are enhancing and enriching the lives of customers around the globe. That's what we do. So there's really not as many changes. It's just a refocus.
All right. Give me just a moment. Dave Kaninsky, can you come on real quickly, sir?
Yeah, I'm here.
I'm still getting a lot of folks saying about the travel. I'm not sure if they're going to the right spot. Where should they be going?
Yeah, I was actually just going back with Heather. That is live in the customer portal. In the affiliate portal right now, I don't think that's live yet. But in the customer portal, the picture should be changed now. Where the coming soon should be changed, and it should be live for people to. This is what I'm going over with Heather and Sherry right now. So it should be live in the customer portal. May not be live yet in the affiliate portal, if that makes sense.
Okay. So that makes sense. What a lot of people are probably doing is back in the affiliate portal and looking at that. So that must be the issue there. Okay, got you there. For our international folks, I know, Mr. President, you've been talking about that. You know, with these packages, there's also going to be digital delivery packages. Sounds like Jubi Vacations is just about there. It's in the customer portal. We need to make it live in the affiliate portal. Will those folks, obviously one of the concerns of the international audience is the quality score, given the fact that I don't know how you sample Jubi Vacations. So is that going to be something that you're going to be concerned about going forward in light of the new modifications and what have you?
Well, absolutely, and there are, one of the things that we've discovered is that there are unique circumstances that we need to look at. There are circumstances that work a certain way with physical delivery products, and there are circumstances that work a little bit differently with digital delivery products. And so, as we did last week with key issues, this week we're focused in on that, and we want to make sure that we have something that's going to work for everyone. Now, to get into all the detail of exactly what we think that solution is going to be on this call, probably not the best. But given the fact that there's a 30-day grace period in place right now, given the fact that I am very proud of our international team and those working on the digital delivery products for staying on it every day, hey, what can we do? What about this? What about this? Really pleased with that. I know that we're going to find a win-win solution because that's what we need to do. And so the reality of it is that we've got some ideas, T. Lamont, that are going to address that and answer it. We just need to finalize a couple of quick things. We've got time. And we will be getting that answer together.
Okay. All right. Someone's asking a question, will the Max packages count as the level override sales bonuses and power unilevel commissions in the Jubi suite, or are they going to be their own standalone with the direct sales commission of 10% and then the bonuses going to the Max team leader?
Well, the goal of the Fast Start bonuses is to give people the opportunity to really begin to make some serious cash. One of the things that we're going to be changing is that as we put the new plan in place, we are not going to be paying commission on JubiBucks. So there's a couple of pieces of the comp plan that will just simply be deprecated because we're adding in an overriding new system here with the Fast Starts that allows people to make way more money for less effort. And so there's going to be some adjustments there. But to answer your question, in the Jubi suite, the core part of the Jubi suite, the 8-level, 5%, the holding volume, the core parts of that part of the compensation plan are not going to change because our goal has always been to help all of you go out, get in, get started, get car qualified, and really create a situation where you can leverage the Jubi suite and the uni level to make a long-term residual income month after month, year after year. And we've added to that some new ranks, some rank advancement bonuses. We've added to that the infinity bonus. We've added to that the 4 levels of check matching. And so we've got some really fun and exciting things that we're going to be sharing as the next week or two unfolds and bring that to bear. But what really becomes simple for people is we've got 3 or 4 different packages that make sense when people get started. We've got 2 that are going to be Fast Start qualified. We've got a couple where people are just coming on and upgrading their status as an independent promoter here, and they may be purchasing some JubiBucks. But remember, those people can refer Fast Start qualified packages to you, and they can count towards your home team qualification. They can even count for max team cycle bonuses of $1,000 and $2,000 over and over. And either way, they're going to be filling volume in your Jubi suite in your uni level.
All right, Mr. President, we still have, we've got questions coming in hot and heavy. We're almost 90 minutes in. I know that with our income opportunity webinars that we're going to be having this week, that we'll be talking about the upcoming compensation, so that new folks, as they're coming aboard, they'll go on and get started with this, but they'll be getting ready to make their package purchases. You want to take maybe just one more question here, sir?
Yes, let's do one more.
This was a product-oriented question. Someone was asking about coffee, and if coffee would eventually be in the product packages and or vitality.
Well, absolutely, and let me just take a couple of moments and talk about a couple of different products here. One is coffee. I'm going to tell you something. We have one coffee that's already ready to go. Now, this is a coffee that a lot of people call a low caffeine coffee because it's an energy coffee, and they call it low caffeine because it's a coffee that's designed to give you a much better boost than drinking more and more coffee, okay? But in reality, it actually has cup per cup about the same amount of caffeine as any other coffee, but it's got ginseng in it, it's got the Ganoderma mushroom in it. This is a tremendous coffee. I love this coffee. I've been drinking this coffee every day now for a month. We have that coffee. The Jubi Max Platinum is actually in stock in our warehouse, ready to ship. Now, because we've had Compliance Week, because we've had, we're making some enhancements right now, we haven't done our full rollout of Jubi Vacations. We haven't done our full rollout of the Jubi Max Platinum Coffee, but it's coming. And to answer your question, absolutely. The packages are absolutely going to have coffee in them for people who drink coffee. So I'm really excited about that. There's going to be some options where people can do a little bit of picking for what they want to go in their packages. But the reality of it is the coffee is absolutely incredible. This coffee, I got to tell you, the energy product we already have is fantastic. So that's great for those of you that want to wake up and have a nice ginseng-powered coffee in the morning, as well as the health benefits of the Ganoderma mushroom, Jubi Max Platinum. That's how you start your day, okay? Mid-morning, after lunch, you want to have a little bit of kick to power you through the day. Let me tell you, the Jubi Max energy drink is absolutely incredible, okay? So we have several more coffees coming, two of which I'll just talk briefly about. These could be anywhere from 90 days to 120 days out. We're in the process of formulating some things right now, very, very special. One is going to be a weight loss coffee, which I'm really excited about. And the other one is really going to be our flagship coffee. Now, let me tell you what I've done with this, and I want to tell you about the vitality. With our flagship coffee, I've literally sent people to all corners of the earth. There are 2 mountain ranges that I have actually been studying that I believe are going to allow us to have the very best tasting healthy coffee on the planet. It's a tall order, I understand, but that's my job, is to fulfill on tall orders. I wanted to have the world's best tasting healthy coffee. Listen, I drink so much coffee from Starbucks, people say, Josh, you should own stock. I do. I do own stock. And the reality of it is I love coffee. Coffee is a big part of my life. There are 2 mountainous regions, and I'm not going to get into a lot of detail here today. There's 2 mountainous regions that have just the perfect climate for the lowest acidity coffee, the smoothest coffee, the best tasting coffee. And the question is, do I want to blend both, or do I want to choose one or the other? And so we're going to be doing some taste testing here over the next couple of weeks to figure out which one is going to be perfect for us. Either way we go, it's absolutely fantastic. We're going to have here at Jubi Max the world's best tasting healthy coffee. And that's a product that over time we're going to be able to ship to dozens of countries around the world. But it takes time for us to position fulfillment centers and other things in other countries. So many of you in certain areas of the world where shipping's prohibitive, where it's a little bit difficult, I may need to fly down to your country and grease some palms to, do whatever it takes to get our product into a fulfillment center there. And in the meantime, you're going to want to be focusing in on a digital delivery products. It just makes sense. And by the way, digital delivery products, certainly not a second choice for me, because I got to tell you, if I had to choose between coffee and travel, I'm taking both. So, I mean, that's just it. But now I want to talk to you a little bit about the Vitality product. A lot of people, especially those who have been with us from the very beginning, I want to kind of tell you a little story to them about the Vitality product, and it has a happy ending. Now, the Vitality product is something that everybody really, really wanted. And when we started to go and research, and we went to company A, and then company B, and then company C, and then company D, here's what we found. Our original supplier was like, whoa, it's getting hot out there. It's getting crazy out there. I'm getting a little sweaty. And I said, what are you talking about? He says, the FDA is really, really concerned about where the Vitality marketplace is. And so as we begin to do a little bit of research, we had people saying, oh, you got to be careful there, you got to be careful there. Well, I'm really excited to tell you that just like we thought all along, the Vitality product is perfect. We are implementing a Vitality product. It's inspected by the FDA before it ever even leaves the shelves, so there's never any concern for us. And this product absolutely works. So this product is one that, again, it's lightweight, it's easy to ship, it absolutely works. It's a very effective product, and this is a product that we're going to be adding in. Now, this is where I got to be careful, T. Lamont. Got to make sure that as a president, I'm not overcommitting on timelines. Bottom line is this, folks. We've accomplished a lot as a group in the last 3 or 4 months. We've had an awesome first start. We've got up to bat. We've swung a couple of times. We've gotten a base hit or two. But for us as a company and for all of you as individuals to get to Grand Slam, we're going to have to do a little bit of work. We're making sure we got our game ironed out. We're making sure everybody's got their gloves oiled and their bats are ready to go. And we're making these enhancements. We're focusing on the fast start qualifying packages right now, some enhancements on our compensation plan. And as we bring that to market, we've got coffee, we've got other products there. So you're going to see a lot of this happen, not in the next 2 weeks, not in the next 3 weeks. We're going to see this happen over the next 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. For those of you that wanted to be part of a company that has the ability to be a household name, that has the ability to make a huge impact, well, it's going to take a little bit of time. It's not going to happen overnight. And the reality of it is that we have these things in place. We know exactly where we go to get each thing done. It just takes a little bit of time working together with everybody. And I got to tell you, I'm really excited about these products, and I'm really excited about the opportunity that we have, T. Lamont. So I know we said one more question, T. Lamont. Any other final questions that have come up?
Thing is, it's so many. So I think what we probably need to do,
okay,
we've been there 90 minutes. I think what we probably need to do is just make sure that people know that we're back to the income opportunity webinars.
Right.
So tomorrow night at 9 p.m., Wednesday at 1 p.m., so on and so forth. And
right.
Then what they can do is after the income opportunity webinars, we'll also have some time for some Q&A with some of the packages and things of that nature. I know some leaders are already starting to plan on doing some webinars with their team, so they'll make sure they understand the new packages and all those good things. So how about
we should do it
over to you for you to close it out?
Yeah, and here's what we should do, T. Lamont. We should actually try to have a nice Q&A on Thursday.
Sure.
Okay, so after the Thursday night opportunity call, we should just try to open up and make sure that we're available there for questions, right?
We'll make that happen, my friend.
Awesome. Well, let me close it out here. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we look at where we are as a company, and we look at where each of you are individually, we are left today with one simple thought, and that is this: where do we want to go as an individual? Where do we want to take our team, and where do we want to go as a company? You see, the reality of it is that success is not a singular path. Success is not a simple path, and success is not always the exact set of steps and paths that we thought it would be. There are curves in the road, there are bumps in the road, there are things that we did not expect. And so each day as a successful entrepreneur, I take a little bit of time to reevaluate how today went. What did we get accomplished? How far did we get? And I realign myself once again with where I am and where I want to go. And here tonight, I can tell you all that I will do this. I will go to bed knowing that we have questions unanswered. I will go to bed knowing that we have things left to do. I will go to bed knowing that there are a lot of projects on our plate that we need to get done. But I will also go to bed knowing that we have yet again taken another giant step towards the destination that we all seek. And what is that destination? The destination is together building a company we can be proud of, building a company that allows us to begin to achieve the health goals, the maximum impact to our health, the maximum impact to our lifestyle, the maximum impact to our wealth, building a company that allows us to achieve more time freedom, more financial freedom, and more lifestyle every single day. And I'm reminded that although each time we can't see just how far we've gotten, that the goal and the future we bring into the now with the actions that we continually take. So with that said, folks, I want to end tonight's call with a simple message. The one that I so often end with is this: Successful people do what unsuccessful people are unwilling to do. I know for sure that there were other companies that were unwilling to make the adjustments needed. They were unwilling to support their teams. They were unwilling to do what was needed. And there's a lot of companies who simply wouldn't go the distance that we've gone. A lot of you as leaders, I have to say I'm really, really pleased, and I'm really, really proud to have an opportunity to work with you side by side every day, because I know that you simply are willing to do whatever it takes to get exactly where we need to go. You see, successful people that's what they're doing. They're doing every day what unsuccessful people are unwilling to do. You see, one of the keys to success, therefore, is simply being willing to do what others aren't. And that's what we do here at JubiRev and Jubi Max. Folks, I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us out here on the webinar tonight. I look forward to having you join us over the coming days as we begin to unveil to you through our business opportunity overview calls a little bit more about the exciting enhancements and how the system can help you as an entrepreneur and as part of the JubiRev, Jubi Max family go out and make money, including $1,000 over and over, $10,000 and over. And with that said, I'll see each and every one of you at the top, on the inside, and on the beaches of the world. Good night, everyone.
So that's it for now. If you have any questions, please get back to the person that shared this video with you, or you can send a support ticket from your JubiRev back office. Thank you. We look forward to hearing of your success.